Welcome back to news you're just not seeing enough of in the United States. Today is October 1st, 2025, and we now officially have a U.S. government shutdown as of midnight, so as of 12 minutes ago of my recording of this video. This video shutdown means that if you are not an essential government worker, you are on unpaid leave. This regime has said is that they just are going to make some of these permanent. We also had about 150,000 federal employees who had accepted Trump's leave plan that are now gone, permanently gone from the federal government. That level of brain drain that we've just lost in America, we may not feel it in this moment, but we are going to feel this, and we're going to feel it for generations. We've now reached the part of the chat where we are on a steaming train right into a brick wall. There is going to be an explosion.
Here's everything that happened while you were asleep. The U.S. government is officially shut down, but don't worry, Social Security checks will still be sent out. Mail will still come since USPS is an independent entity. Pell Grants and student loans will still disperse. Food stamps and WIC programs will still continue. National parks will remain open, but may have limited services. Museums will also remain open until at least October 6th. But during a government shutdown, some federal employees will not be paid, and essential workers must work without pay while non-essential staff are furloughed. All affected employees, though, will be paid retroactively after the shutdown ends, thanks to union negotiation. A second Trump-appointed U.S. attorney has been disqualified after a federal judge ruled her appointment was invalid. In a brave statement, Nafisa Collier's challenged the WNBA's commissioner and advocated for her colleagues. White House withdraws Trump's nominee to lead the Bureau of Labor Statistics. A U.S. Navy employee was charged with falsely reporting an active shooter at a New Jersey military base. She allegedly carried out the hoax to trauma bomb with her colleagues. And that's everything that happened while you were asleep.
So just so we're clear, we are currently in a government shutdown because Republicans did not show up. The same Republicans who spent the last 7 to 8 months with full power under Trump's administration passing and voting for everything with ease now don't want to show up and vote on their own bill because now enough Democrats are voted into Congress to see through their bullshit. And now Trump threatens more layoffs of federal.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Sumi here again. I hope you guys are doing well wherever you are. Just in case you're landing on my channel for the very first time, I hope you do consider subscribing. So without even wasting time, because I don't want this video to bore you so that you can leave without finishing watching it. So apparently right now Americans are literally crashing out because the United States government has just shut down in a few minutes. And what does this even mean to Americans? What does this mean to America? Let us find out from this clip that I brought for you, and let me know what you think down in the commentary.
Workers because Democrats won't vote on this 2026 funding resolution bill, which the last resolution bill Democrats voted on and Donald Trump fired federal workers anyway. So that is why the Democrats in Congress are doubling down now. But here's what you need to know that was in this resolution bill by Republicans. They called it the Clean Continuing Resolution or Funding Proposal. Clean as in there is minimal change to the resolution and there are no proposals by Democrats attached to it whatsoever, meaning that this was a complete one-sided partisan bill by Republicans. The resolution included extended government funding at the existing fiscal year of 2025 levels. It reportedly included $30 million for lawmaker security. It did not include extension for health insurance subsidies under the Affordable Care Act. It does not reverse or address any Medicaid cuts that Democrats opposed completely, and it completely leaves out restoration of funding cuts by the Rescissions Act of 2025. What Democrats wanted included in the resolution bill was permanent extension of Affordable Care Act's tax credits and health insurance subsidies, reversal or mitigation of Medicaid cuts, restore funding cuts from the Rescissions Act of 2025, and additional funding or adjustments for the lawmaker security. And Republicans did not show up at all. So just so we're clear, the amount of fundings cut by the Republicans, and they want to keep that funding cut just for them to turn around and not want to vote on their own bill at all. Any attempt to blame Democrats for this government shutdown is absolutely absurd. And let's not forget, Mike Johnson is still refusing to swear in Adelita Grijalva, the Democratic-elect of Arizona's 7th Congressional District. Compared to other Democrats he swore in within 24 hours. Might have something to do with the fact that she would be the tie-breaking Democratic vote to release the unredacted Epstein files.
So the government is shut down. I see the Democrats stood on business, finally. So what does that mean? Well, the Cheeto It means he wants to fire everybody and bring nobody the fuck back. What does that mean? What does that mean to the American people? Most federal services are going to be cut or shut down, but there are some services that will be available. Like, for instance, the military will get paid. Active members of the military will get paid. There will be Social Security checks given. But also, we don't know if parks and services will be open because they can shut that down. And basically, they can shut down pretty much anything except for some vital services. How do we get the government to reopen? Well, one way we can get the government to reopen is to realize that it's up to the Republicans because they have all the power. They have the executive office, which is the presidency. They have Congress, and they have the Senate. And they want to sit up here and campaign while this government is closed, blaming the Democrats. That's a bunch of bullshit. They can open this up if they want to talk and do business for the American people. The Democrats are willing, but they're not. So Democrats, continue to hold your fucking ground, keep this bitch closed until them motherfuckers are ready to do fucking business.
So the government has officially shut down October 1st, and here's what this could mean. The last shutdown we had was in 2018, and this was under President Trump's first term, and it was the longest shutdown in United States history. One of the biggest things that's going to be affected by this is traveling. So you're going to feel the effects of the traveling right now. You might see a lot of delayed flights. Grand Canyon might not be open to tourists. There's going to be a lot of tourist spots that might not be open. And there's going to be a lot of like I said, delayed flights. They're going to have problems and short staff with air traffic control. Air traffic control personnel still have to show up to work, but they will be showing up to work and possibly won't be getting any pay. So this is going to affect that. And that's going to suck for a lot of like federal workers because they're still essential workers. Now, if you work for the post office, you don't have to worry. You won't be affected by the government shutdown because the U.S. Post Office works independently and it isn't funded by tax dollars. So there's a lot of federal businesses that might be affected, but the smaller businesses and smaller owned businesses, Family Dollars and stuff like that, restaurants, supermarkets, those won't be affected. So you don't have to worry about that. If you live in like a non-industrial neighborhood, like you don't have to worry about anything. Most likely you won't even feel the effects of this. A lot of us are just going to continue living our lives like nothing is even going on.
The government shut down. I'm not laughing because I'm happy, y'all. The last time this shit happened, Frumpy was in office. That was 2018. He let this shit ride out for 35 days. That means 35 days of nobody getting paid. Oh, and for all you frozen people that's on the streets of Chicago trying to hunt people down, your money is now furloughed. You won't be getting paid either, right along with the damn National Guard in goddamn Portland. Y'all not getting paid. Essential workers, bye-bye. Federal workers, y'all will be working for free as well. I'm telling y'all right now, don't take y'all ass through a TSA because them bitches are going to be mad. And when Toupee Fiasco was asked about the government shutdown, he brought up trans. What do trans people have to do with us shutting down, y'all? But on a lighter note, the Trailer Park think tank is pissed off that Bad Bunny is performing at the Super Bowl. I don't know a lick of his goddamn words, not one bit. But I'm about to go on Duolingo and study. Because one thing I do love is a party. And newsflash, you patriot GEDers, you can't deport Bad Bunny to Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is part of the United States. Y'all make it so easy for us to clown y'all. Ain't no fucking country music going on this time. And the next time, it better be Shabuzi. So we're 3 hours shy of a government shutdown. The last government shutdown happened in 2018. And guess who was our president? President Donald Trump. Yes. He let the government shut down for 35 days because they refused to fund the Mexico border wall, which really never got completed. And the reason Donald Trump is going to allow the government to shut down, because he doesn't want to fund Medicaid. Yep, health care is not for all. People under Obamacare's premiums are about to shoot the fuck up. Some of them almost 114%. And right now, the Democrats are trying to hold the line so we can get this back on track and Medicaid can be funded again. Now, when the government shuts down, essential workers won't have jobs. Federal workers, y'all be working for free. So don't go to the airport. Oh, and all you National Guard in Portland, y'all ain't getting paid either. SNAP and WIC are in jeopardy. And so is Section 8 housing. Head Start will also be in jeopardy. And so much more. It's crazy that Democrats have to go this far in order to save Medicaid, when Medicaid should have never been on the chopping block. And if Trump has his way, Medicaid will be gone. That was a part of that big, beautiful bill everybody was talking about was so fucking great. I have a question. Are we great yet?
6 years ago, we had a government shutdown. And does anyone want to take a wild guess who was president then when we had a government shutdown? I'll give you a minute to think about it. If you said Trump, you are right. His first presidency, he had a government shutdown that went on from December 22nd, 2018 until January 25th, 2019. That shutdown went on for 35 days, the longest in any government shutdown. And also, if anyone recall, he did an interview back in 2011 with Meredith on the Today Show. He said himself, if the government shuts down, it's a negative mark on the president. So who's responsible for this shutdown? It will be him because he can't lead correctly. So yeah, I feel sorry that, federal workers are without their pay. But again, it's Trump's fault. He's the reason for this shutdown. And I don't want any MAGA folks getting in my comments talking crazy because y'all have been doing that lately and I don't want to hear it. He is the reason why this government is shut down once again.
Oh my God, guys, this is crazy. I don't know how people are going to manage living in the United States with this kind of situation. People are going to be laid off from their jobs. Others are going to be working without being paid. Imagine you have to work, but you won't be expecting any salary, any payment, any paychecks. Imagine. Now, I have a question, Americans that are watching me. Does this affect only the people who are working for the government, or it also affects self-employed people who are having businesses? I am thinking people with their own businesses are not going to be affected. It's only these ones who are getting benefits from the government that are going to be affected. People who are working with the governments are the ones that are going to be affected. Please correct me if I am wrong, but I'm just thinking. And also, I usually find comments like, why do Africans always into American content? Why don't you talk about African, your country, please? We also want to learn. Don't feel bad. If there is anything that we don't understand about this, please correct us down in the commentary. But because I am having very many subscribers here that are from America, Black Americans, I thought maybe this video will really be important to them. I know maybe you have already, sometimes I bring these clips when some of you have watched them already somewhere, but still you staying around and maybe commenting or even watching the video. It honestly means a lot to me, guys. Yeah, I want to explain further about what is going on in America, but I'm just sympathizing with the brothers and sisters because with this, maybe some of them are even, people have to lose their jobs. Some people, imagine working without expecting any paycheck. That is very draining. Yet you have a family that literally depends on you. Now, this is so sad, and I just don't know what Americans are going to do about this. Now, let me know what you think about this clip, guys. I'm not intending of making it very long, but please let us meet in another clip that I'll be uploading.